What's up? This is off. What's up? What's up? I do not own the rights to this music. I do not own the rights to the music. Let's go. Let's get it. Y'all lucky I don't put some Hillsong on y'all tonight. Because that concert was popping last night. Do you hear me? Pop in with a capital P. Jesus was in the building. I thought he was going to walk in the concert. So good. Whoa. This is like not the clean version. I need the remote. This is not the clean version. Kind of going in. What's up? What's up? What's up? I got an itch. This is horrible. Can I see? You need to just go pop them. They're getting on my nerves. The children, why are they up at 9 o'clock? Right? That's my question. They need to go somewhere with themselves. They need to go to their daddy house. What's up? What's up? I don't know what happened to this. Ladies night. What's up? I was hoping to get some ladies to chime in tonight. I already took it off. What is this microphone on for? That's weird. Oh. Anyways, what's up, ladies, ladies night, wives night, where y'all at, where y'all at, where y'all at, where y'all at tonight? I need to get some of y'all to chime in. I'm gonna see if some can hop on or not. But tonight's topic, I should have had my margarita, my wine, and my tequila. But I got, this is what I got. I got coffee. Y'all see this Disney? I don't promote for them. I don't get paid for them. I should, because their Disney cruise is so good. So I'm going to set. Y'all see the subject, right? I don't even got earrings for this call. Yes, honey bun. I took my Wi-Fi off, sweetheart. Sunshine. So, number one, when you say sunshine, honey bun, sweetie pie, sweet pea, bookie book, Pooh Bear, whatever after the sentence, it's because you really don't want to curse them out. So, yes, sunshine, of course, right? So, that's how I do it, though. I don't know. Y'all probably do curse them out. I don't. Well, after a while, I probably do. But at the beginning, it's like, of course, sunshine. What do you mean? Because he knows. But then when it's really upsetting, y'all know y'all call the whole husband name. Like, the whole name. Y'all call the whole name. Like, the whole, like, you was just born. Like, I'm about to call that name. Right? What's up? You putting the music on or not? So, y'all not getting along with the hubs. Y'all know I had to get into this one because, you know, it's been so peaches and cream the last couple of weeks. It's been beautiful, flowers, kisses, and all that lovey-dovey. But you already know when it comes down to the real deal rawness scenario, I got an itch. Brandon and I are here for that. Like, this is what God gave us, this calling on, you know, being bold, being real, being authentic with these marriages. Matter of fact, I wanted to invite somebody on really quick. Being real, being authentic, talking about certain things that some of y'all or some of the world will probably not be able to really talk about it, you know, with others, with even your spouse. Hold on, I am inviting somebody on. I'm sending an invite as we speak. But so again, this topic is very interesting, and it's important that we get to it, because at the end of the day, and I feel, and this is what people don't talk about. I'm back Facebook. Sorry about that. I was saying that, you know, we get some topics that some people don't want to talk about. Some people can't talk about it. Some people are scared about it. Some people are afraid, embarrassed, uncomfortable. And, you know, my husband asked me the other day, he was like, maybe, did we say too much? Are we, you know, being too open? Are we this? And honestly, I was like, not really. Like, this is kind of what's so unique about us, you know, because when we got the actual word, well, when I got the word for our marriage platform, the number one thing that came to mind was, the number one word that came to me was bold. And if you guys know what bold is, y'all know I'm bold, but this marriage thing is like very bold. And it's stepping out. Why is this Facebook acting up? I don't know what's going on. So with this topic, we're going to start with this because it's going to get more interesting. And again, our classes are going to get more in detail with more specific things besides just, oh, I love him and he's the best person in the world and we're happily ever after. Because sometimes you're not. And this topic really came to mind literally like right before this call earlier. Because, you know, Brandon was like, what you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? And I really was like, well, I got to go to the grocery store. I got to do all these things. But I got to stay, you know, committed. And, you know, we got to stay consistent. And y'all see, you know, I said I don't got the earrings and stuff because it's straight to the point. And one of the things that has been on my heart for the last couple of days is, do you get along with your spouse? And the reason why I want to get into this is because there's a lot of wives out there that are going through this and do not talk about it. Period. Like, don't talk about it. Don't discuss it with like their best friend. Maybe their best friend, but not like really with like other women, other wives, even to their husband. And I noticed that when it comes to not getting along with your husband, the wives just give attitude and don't tell nobody, and people don't really know what's going on. And sometimes the husbands be lost, because you guys understand what I did this the other day. Women, wives, y'all understand that men, there's a reason why God gave a man a woman, because men can be lost and they need guidance, not in a like messed up kind of way. It's just real, like real talk. They need guidance. Simplest things. Babe, what do I need at the grocery store? You know, we don't have milk. You know, we don't got fruits. You know, we don't got snacks. There's like, what about, like, you know, we don't have some of these things, and you're asking, what do I got to go? You know, just simple stuff that is like guidance, right? This is what we're here for. We're called the helper in the Bible. So a lot of wives don't even get authentic and real with their friends or other wives. I don't know if it's pride. I don't know if you just don't want people to know, like, girl, I can't stand this joker. I can't stand this mofo. Like, he is getting on my nerves. And it's okay for you to talk to somebody about it. Like, even if you're like, I don't know who to talk to, the number one thing, because you know, y'all know I always have my notes. And I did write some stuff as I was thinking of this topic earlier when it came, was, who do you talk to? You know, sometimes you also have to be careful who you talk to. Are the doors closed? Both of them? Because this one's open. Sometimes you have to be careful. Can you close this door, please, honey bun? Thank you, sweetie pie. Sometimes you have to be careful who you talk to, because there are not the best friends that can not help you. Like, not in the right space. It might be a single friend that her answer is always like, girl, just leave him. Girl, just divorce. And not even understand the value of marriage or what y'all have or what y'all been through or whatever. Which is why probably they're single, right? For one. And then also be careful who you surround yourself with. Like for me, and I know this is interesting, but I don't take advice. Like if you're not into the word, like how I'm really learning about it and really understanding, I'm not really hearing you out like that. Like when it's like, girl, what about this? What about that? And it's like, do you even know like anything about a marriage relationship from the Bible book? Like what it says? Like, so I can't take you serious. So that's another thing we have to be careful when it's like, who do we talk to? Beta music don't work. I don't. Yeah, I want something low, like if it's something on the bottom. What's up? What's up? So, who do you talk to? And I'll be transparent with y'all. This topic was very easy for me to come up with because there's plenty of times, well not plenty, but there's times that I don't get along with Brandon. And some of you guys are probably on here like, y'all so cute, but y'all like goals and y'all lovey, and yeah, we are, but it's never a perfect scenario. And I think we might do a marriage night, which I gotta write down all these notes we be writing and do a thing. is never a perfect marriage. Okay? And I'm going to say never. They say never, say never. I'm going to say never. There's no perfect marriage. There's going to be imperfections in the marriage. And that's the cool thing about a marriage. Like, two people balance each other out. So even though we have, like, apparently people loving our TikToks and they're loving our, Barker Worldwide and our coaching platform and, our crypto talks, which y'all see my crypto mommy, making bank. But there's still days that we have flaws. Like right now, like this topic was good for me and easy because we're at a point in our lives that these last couple of days, we have been under a lot of stress with multiple things. You guys see, I'm kind of still talking a little funny because my wisdom tooth is supposed to be getting pulled out tomorrow. So y'all pray for me. This is like the 4th or 3rd visit that I'm trying to get this tooth 3. Not first it was 2, now it's 3 teeth out. So I'm hoping that. So that's been a lot of stress, the pain. Then every now and then I'm taking medication and I'm like passed out. So I'm barely in the mood, like even trying to like really cook. I try to clean up a little bit, So as
something's up with the internet.
The internet's acting funny. Is it on though?
Yeah.
So wifely duties kind of have been a little off with me, and I just haven't been feeling good, and that affects my husband and the kids and stuff, and I could tell. So that's been one, the stressors, the different businesses, the kids. Just as a wife, y'all know wives, we feel certain things that husbands don't feel, and we might get hurt or offended easier than from the man, and that's just what it is. The difficult thing is in the marriage, and this is why I wrote who do you talk to, is because the husband, wives, y'all know he's supposed to be your best friend. But what happens when you're not talking to your best friend? Y'all know how it is when y'all have a best friend in high school. Y'all get into an argument. Oh, she did this, she did that. I'm not going to talk to her. It's the same thing with the marriage. The difficult part is you're married. You live together. You see each other. So you still got to coexist. But the question is, and this is what I put next, how long do you go that way? How long do you just coexist in the same household? Because of everything that's been going on, and then, some other scenarios with my mother and things like that, it's been causing a lot of strain in our relationship. And he knows, like, dude, I'm not messing with you right now. And I'm going to be honest, and this is something that wives, y'all should be able to talk about this. If you don't have someone to reach out to me. We have our own marriage things. We do our own programs and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you really believe, wives, that you go to a doctor, that the doctor's not seeing somebody, that's a problem. If you believe you go to a therapist and your therapist doesn't have a therapist, there's a problem. Because they do. So it's okay for me. I'm telling y'all, are y'all not getting along? Because I understand. And even, and of course, this would have been harder for me to discuss if we was not getting along. But right now, because we're not, this is something transparent that we can talk about. What do you do? Who do you talk to? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you calling your girlfriends? Are you calling your marriage friends, your single friends? Are you calling your mom, your siblings? Things like that. Do y'all even hang out? If you're not getting along with your spouse, and listen, I know you don't have to say it, but if you are on the same boat that I'm talking about, just put me in the comments. If you're okay to be open with it, wives. Because at the end of the day, this platform that my husband and I are working on should be a safe, confidential place. Even though it's public, it still should be safe. And if it's not safe, let me know, or I let people know, like, you being negative over here? No, we're not doing that. And also understand, it's just because you're not getting along with your spouse don't mean you got to be a whole negative Nancy. Like, I'm still going about, my business. I'm still on here with y'all tonight. I'm still seeing my clients. I'm still dealing with my children. However, there's stipulations. What up, what up? Thank y'all for chiming in. We are talking, I see some men hopping on. So my men, how do y'all feel when your spouse or girlfriend or fiance or whatever just ain't dealing with you right now? Yeah, you know how we say it back home, back where I'm from. We not with you right now. How do you deal with it as a man when, or how about this part? Y'all know every month, once a month, we get our cycle. And that cycle, for some women, don't want nothing to do with a man. How do y'all men feel? Or is she not dealing with you because of an argument, because of a situation? Like, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not dealing with my husband right now in the sense of like, we just not there. Because we got into a little disagreement. And the disagreement had a lot to do with how I felt. And he didn't understand how that feeling was, or how or what it meant. And he feels like his feeling is validated. Like he feels how he feels and it's valid. And I feel how I feel and it's not valid. So we're not connecting on that feeling, right? On that connection, if I could say that. So now the question is, do y'all even hang out? Do you even hang out? Or, wives, come on now, do you take a little longer to shower? Do you, like for me, I put my little one to bed and I fall asleep like I'm about to go to bed with him. Like, we about to take a nap, we about to read a book, we about to pray mad long. And we praying for your soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be going in, right? Next thing you know, my husband sleep. And it's like, oh, I'm sleeping with the baby anyways. It is what it is. That's kind of like my scapegoat. I take my longer showers. I do my little spa. But it's okay. What I'm not going to do, and this is very, very real. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to talk to another dude. I'm not going to go out with another guy. I'm not going to go date, nothing like that. So I want this to be clear to my wives that it's not like, oh, you're not dealing with your husband, so go and be in these streets. I'm not saying that. Matter of fact, I'm home. And I'm here with y'all tonight. And he's home. You know what I'm saying? Like, we home. However, it's just different routes that I'm taking from what I normally would do. Hanging out, no. I'll be honest with y'all. And you people that know me, know, wives, y'all know, y'all love hanging out with your husband. Well, I do. I normally love hanging with him. No, what? He's off. We out doing lunch. We out, sleeping in. I'm getting some multiple times a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you turned up. You into that. But when I'm not feeling him, I don't even want him in my space. And wives, it's okay to say this. Like, I wanted some more women to hop on tonight because I want to hear from other wives. I want to hear from other wives that let's be transparent. And then this is what I want to know. Do you even let your husband know you're not dealing with him? Do you let him know? Like, do you like listen? B knows, bro. I'm not messing with you today. Like, you're not getting none. You're not about to try to get, like, you're not even gonna go there. And even if he tried, no, you're not. Like, I don't even give access to myself like that because I know me, and I'll be like, oh, he's so, let me give him some. No, we're not doing that. However, the question is now, for my wives on here, and even some of the fellas that are chiming in, how long does a woman go without giving you some or not giving or the affection or hanging out with you because she not dealing with you because she mad at you? How long does that go for? Does it go for a couple of days? Does it go for a day? Does it go for 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Does it go for months? I've seen scenarios where because of infidelity and adultery, it's months that a wife don't deal with her husband. And even deeper, probably won't even sleep with him. Well, I'm not doing that over here. Like, this little not feeling him is going to be over probably in a couple of days. Because it's like, okay, we're moving forward. Get my tooth pulled out tomorrow. And I'm going to feel better in a few days. I'm back to the grind. But it does make you, think about certain things. Like, damn, like, as a wife, you're telling your husband certain things. And maybe they're not having a listening ear like you want them to. And I'm just being transparent with y'all. Like, I'm being for real. Like, ladies, chime in. How do y'all feel? I know one thing. Is it just me? Or when you're not feeling your spouse, y'all not getting along, do you see more flaws? It's kind of like your child when they're acting up and you see everything they doing wrong. Like, you didn't pick up that pencil? You really didn't pick up that pencil? You didn't see that paper there? You see everything along the way, all the flaws. Everything is irking. Everything is irritating. You're just not getting along. Let's discuss this. This needs to be discussed more in the marriage community. Because honestly, guys, like, should be my wives on here. I'm really over the fact of people being fake and fronting like their marriage is amazingly go-lucky, and really deep inside, behind the closed doors, they barely talking, barely hanging out, don't get along, don't even have sex, don't hang out, don't do dates, nothing. But then when they're out to the public, oh, we're vacationing, haha, we're the best family. And no, I don't like that. I'm going to tell y'all right now, this is why this call was it. Because I said, I'm not going to go on here for my wives and be all margarita, haha, and he's so fine. But yet, I'm not dealing with him right now, or like not getting along because he's getting on my nerves. No, we gonna talk about it. And if your wife on here and you're bold enough to say, you know what, Jen, I had a season in my marriage that I didn't get along with him for months. I didn't get along with him for years. For years. It could be. Or you know what, girl? We got into this big argument that I was just so crushed. For 2-3 weeks, we didn't even sleep together like that. Let's talk about it. Like, it should be a discussion. Now, if we're going into years, then, you know, that I feel it should be more in detail with, like, therapy and things like that. You know, and then one of my biggest questions I asked was, and I know me, but for the wives out here, if you're going through this right now, or you did in the past, or you did this in the past, why are y'all not even getting along? And understand, fam, when I say y'all not getting along, I mean things are just not vibing. You know what I'm saying? Things are not like, oh, lovey-dovey. You know what I'm saying? What up, what up? What up, what up? Oh, I got my husbands on tonight. Like, I'm feeling my husbands on. I got a couple husbands on. I got a couple, I think, single men on, trying to chime in, listening to the not getting along with your spouse conversation. So ask yourself, wives, husbands, is there a scenario where your wife is not dealing with you? Like, she just ain't, the attitude is going. Even if it's the day. Even if it's just for the day. Husband's taking over, or the 99. Y'all husband's taking over. Even if it's for the day, guys. Marriage is not perfect. Like, there can be a day. Matter of fact, since I got the husbands on, there can be a day that your wife getting on your nerves. Let's talk. Like, she getting on your nerves. Babe, you're doing too much. Like, Brandon tells me sometimes, babe, you don't give me 5 things to do. I'm not even home yet. Like, you already irritating me. Like, why can't I just come home? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is, you know, like, what's up? Right? For my husband's chiming in. Like, I'm about to be like husband's night and talk for my wives. But for my husband's chiming in, I know there was a time or a day or a week or a couple of months, hopefully not, that your wife y'all wasn't rocking. I know there is. Like, you're not gonna tell me she never got on your nerves. Y'all never did not get along for one time. See? My homeboy said absolutely heck yes. Us wives asked the same question 18 times. Y'all pick up them pants? You picked up the pants, babe? Babe, you got the pants? Babe, don't forget the pants. Babe, did you get the pants? Brandon, you got the pants? Babe, these pants are over here. And now, and the funny thing is, like I tell you, as for my women that are hopping on, Do you tell the man like, yo, you get on my nerves? Or do you just don't say nothing and just have a stank attitude like you too bougie to tell him? Because this is supposed to be your best friend. You know, if it was your girl, you would have told your girl like, I'm not messing with you. You did this, you did that. Girl, bye. So why wouldn't do the same thing with our spouse? Have that conversation. I tried to have the conversation with Brandon like 2-3 times today. But I got irritated. And me, when I get irritated, especially with my spouse, I gotta hang up. Because the whole Bridgeport, Connecticut 1990 chick will come out. And I don't want to go there. Because I really want to continue to respect my husband and submit to his amazing serviceness, right? So I had to hang up. I did. I'll be honest with y'all. I had to hang up because I was like, this is not getting my conversation. Like, you know? So do y'all talk to them? Right? Or do y'all even get some? Do y'all, or wives, do y'all hold out? Do y'all, I'm not messing with him. I'm not giving him none. You know, I know in our house, that only works for so many days. Like, after certain days, Brandon be like, we don't got time for that. You need to, like, I'm not upset. You upset. So, I need to get some, and you need to, like, move over. But when he not feeling it, he'll be like, I'm good. Don't. But then he'll try to be like, okay, babe, come on, I love you. So, hold on, my mom just messaged me, y'all. You know, so think about that. Why y'all not getting along? Does it even matter to be really not getting along? Does it really matter? Like, does it really matter not getting along? Like, why y'all not getting along? Is it petty? Is it because the pants never got picked up, so you not talking to him because he getting on your nerves? Or is it like, man, for my wives, like, he really crushed me. My feelings are hurt. He offended me. He disrespected me. What else? He cheated. Like, that type of, this is why I'm not dealing with him. We talk about that too. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. It's always petty and the big ego. You know, I will say to my husbands out there, I'm grateful for your response. It is. It lots of times is petty. One of the things I put in my notes is choosing your battles, right? Choosing your battles. And y'all know me. I've learned to choose my battles differently when it comes to my husband and our marriage, because I'm so protected about our marriage. So if y'all know me like you know me, if I'm not feeling him, it's deeper than a petty shish kebab. It's a little deeper than, for me. Because the petty stuff, like you said, the ego gotta go. I'll just call him and be like, Dad, babe, I shouldn't have told you 18 times pick up them pants and cursed you out. My bad. Cool. But when it's a little bit deeper, for me, I need a couple of days to really like, let me fall back a little bit, because you really gotta value what you really got and really think about the words and things that are being discussed. And you gotta be honest. Wives, we have to be honest. Husbands, we have to be honest. Somebody gotta be the bigger person. And if we have the mentality of, well, why I gotta be the bigger person every time? Well, maybe because your spouse isn't matured yet. And maybe that's what you need to do. That's why you're the helper, wives. Why do we always gotta call them back? Well, maybe that's why. Because maybe he gotta be retarded and go talk to the chick at the corner gas station that have been checking him out for the past 3 months. And now that temptation is real. And maybe that's what we need to step in and be that helper. That's why the Holy Spirit talks to us a lot more. Think about this. Right? Now, the biggest thing for me, which this is important for my ladies on, do the kids get involved? Do they know? Are they getting engaged with this? Or are you still able as a married couple to be how you are and not let it be known and obvious to the kids? Because that's a big deal. Like, I've seen marriages. Remember, I counsel, right? I do a lot of therapy for marriages, family, kids, whatever. I've seen marriages where the fights, this is not even I don't get along with him. This is like fights, arguments. Some of them is, you know, even domestic, like for real, like deep, deep. And the kids are right there. And even if it's not domestic, yelling and this and that, and going, like, discussing the argument and everything right in front of the children. So one of our rules, and this is big for Brandon, is, you know, we don't really, when we're not getting along and all that, and there's an argument or a discussion that went down or going down, we really prefer when the kids are asleep, like, let's talk about it. However, if there's a moment that arguments do just happen to come out, we really try to, like, yo, so-and-so's right here, let's discuss this later. I'm working on it because sometimes I'll be like, no, we talking about this. Y'all know how we do. But Brandon's like, nah, I'm walking away. We talking about this later, babe. Like, we can't, you know what I'm saying? So we do our best to not. Like, we're always, like, mommy loves daddy. Daddy loves mommy. Mommy, and, you know, my son, like, my oldest, he knows. He be like, mommy, you're not being nice today. He knows my attitude be boom. And I'm just like, mommy just not feeling good. She not feeling that right now. He is getting on my nerves. And our son is like, you know, we love daddy. And, you know, it's so cute. So I try not to put him too much into that. I don't like it at all. But when he can tell, like, something is off. My oldest is 8. He's not dumb. He can tell when mommy and daddy are holding hands, kissing all day, to daddy is on his tablet and mommy's doing this. He could tell, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to lie to my son and be like, oh, no, you know, no. I'm not. Daddy's over there. We have a magic word that one can say to help bring the other back. Only one out loud to be mad at a time and other bring them back. That's really good. That's really, really good. I like that. I might need to practice that with Brandon, but I really like it. And you know what? It's really good that when you're at a place in your journey, in your marriage, that there's no togetherness happening right now. Like, I know, for example, with us, if there is an argument or like a bad discussion, right? Like you said, Omar, one would grab, like Brandon, or I would usually, you know, if Brandon's like really to the top, I'll grab his hands and I'll be like, hey, babe, let's pray. And like, let's bring it back down. Or he'll say, let's pray, hold my hand. So that's when it's more like an argument discussion. For me, for tonight, I wanted to get into more of you just not really getting along. Like, y'all just not really, like, one goes this way, the other one goes that way. I'm working 13 jobs. I got the kids. What do you need? What's going on with this? That type of scenarios. When it's multiple, like, matter of fact, there's, you know, my counseling, I've done marriage counseling in a private business before. And I remember I had one couple that they were not getting along for years. Like, they were not getting along for years. And when I mean like years, I mean like their marriage was literally rotation on routine. It literally was, okay, I'm going to give him some because I'm his wife. Let me just give him some. Okay, whatever, bye. It wasn't even like nothing, intimate, nothing. It was just a routine. He would go to he had 2 jobs. He would go to the work, morning, night, come home late, have dinner, go to bed. She would be with the kids. The kids had like 13 sports. And I think it was intentional to be busy because they were not getting along. So they would never kind of cross paths in the home throughout the day. And that was, I want to say, 2-3 years. And it's real because there really was at a place that he was like, I can't deal with her. Like, she gets on I just can't. She's getting on my nerves. We just not getting along. I'm not feeling her. It got really, really intense that eventually he ended up having someone else. Like, it was that intense. She, on the other hand, was feeding off of him because the way she was acting, that's why he was not feeling her. And she was like, oh, oblivious. And we're like, and I, you know, I met with the family, so I'm like, you don't see this? Like, you don't see you don't see that. And she was just so in her own bubble world zone, not realizing that she's also throwing fire into the scenario, that she really got upset that he was, you know, found somebody else. And they eventually got divorced. Unfortunately, I went through the whole process with them. he's married to someone else, which is the lady he was with when they got separated. It was horrible, but it goes to a turnout after, it goes from days to weeks to months to years. You're really not getting along with your spouse. Like, I used to ask them, you know, because they were trying to, you know, she or he wanted to work it out or figure it out. I would ask them, like, are y'all going on dates? Like, are you taking her out to eat? Are you even doing a vacation together? Are you planning something? Like, and he'd be like, no. And then every time he would try, she would come with her crazy ways. And, you know, wives, one of the things for us is the nagging. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, sometimes we don't get along. Like Omar said, we tell y'all 18 times to do something or about something. That to us is telling y'all 8 times. To the man, to the husband's wives, it sounds like it's nagging. It's like, how is that nagging when I'm just telling you to pick up the damn pants 18 times? But to them, it's like a mom nagging. Get this, do this, do this, do this. And I had to learn that. I'm still learning that. You know, like my boy just said, like, we still learning that. You know, after a while, you're like, okay, like, he's just not going to get them pants. I had to just let it be. The pants was my issue. I got to the point that I'm like, you're just not going to have pants to wear because I'm not picking them up. Point blank, right? But when it comes to kids, how do y'all feel? How do y'all feel when y'all not really feeling each other? Are y'all still doing kids' activities? Do y'all, you know, still go out with the kids? And both of y'all, not just like one. You know, do y'all get along? Are y'all talking? Because I'll tell you one thing. One of the worst things, and I had a client like this, is when you and your spouse are taking the child or children out, and it's like horrible. In the room, you can tell the husband and wife are not getting along. It's like, it's so bad. And I had to tell my client, like, you better just go by yourself. You're better off going by yourself. Just because you want the mom's presence, or at that time it was the dad, just because you want the dad's presence there with the kids, but y'all not getting along, and y'all making the evening miserable for y'all kids, you can't do that. It's not their fault. You know, don't be on edge because y'all not doing good. You know what I'm saying? How do you maintain the peace? How do y'all maintain the peace? Wives, how do y'all maintain the peace when you guys are not on the same path? Because I know, like, when it comes to me, you know, I'll do my spa, which I don't really do my little spa treatment, but I'll do my spa treatment. I honestly, guys, I stay in my own zone. Like, I don't, you know, be on Brandon like, oh, okay, let's talk, let's watch a movie. Nah, I'm not messing with you. So I'm going to stay in my zone. I'm going to do my work. I'm going to do what I got to do, you know, handle the kids, go to get the food, you know, whatever. And that's my peace. Because I know if I'm going to be so involved with the person, we're gonna have an argument, a disagreement. Because the subject has not been diffused. It has not been solved. That's one of my things, wives. That's my thing. I don't know about y'all ladies, but the biggest thing for me is we need to solve this issue that we're so not getting along because of this. Like, something has to be done. Because if not, then it's just gonna, like, you know how y'all do, just put it, you know how lots of husbands, you know, y'all do this, push it under the rug. You go get some, and then you think everything is nice and dandy. And it's like, but we didn't talk about the whole week why I wasn't messing with you. We didn't talk about how I'm feeling. Because you're not feeling it. It's okay because you're not feeling it, but I told you I'm not, you know. So it's good. I'm glad, you know, my husband, y'all chiming in. I need to get y'all on these calls, because some of these wives, we got to be real. We got to be real. Like, stop flying or being, like, fake on certain things that everything is fine and dandy, but your husband is not feeling you, or it's not happy, or is unhappy, or you're unhappy. You know, so you got to talk about certain things. You got to be real about it. Right? I like the magic word idea. Might need to tell Brandon about that. So, ladies, how do y'all feel about it? Husbands, wives, how do y'all feel about the topic of not getting along with your spouse? Is it real? And can it be solved? That's my question. Can it be solved? Like, you have, let's say you have an event Friday night, and y'all not getting along Thursday, Wednesday, whatever day. Do you go till Friday to solve the issue with your spouse before to have a good evening? Or do you go to this event? Then this is 3 scenarios. Let me see. Do you solve it before the event? Do you not solve it and go with a stank attitude? Or do you go and be fake and you never solved it? Because I see that a lot. Y'all know what I'm talking about, ladies. You just, hey girl, just going about business. Hey. It's kind of like our pastor talks about it. Our pastor said the other day, this was a couple weeks ago, he said for the marriages and all loving, this and that, he said, man, some of y'all was arguing in the parking lot right before you came in this church. And you in here, praise the Lord, Jesus, Jesus. No, stop that. Wives, stop that. And don't be like, oh, it's an event, I gotta go with my spouse. Okay, we'll solve the issue before the event. Or just don't go to the event. But being fake, because then you get people confused. You get people confused, like they was just good at the party yesterday. Monday you done filed divorce. Like what? Y'all know how it be. You see those famous people talking about after 20 years filing for divorce. After, 2 years had the baby, filing for divorce. Come on now, like wives and people. I know you heard, because I saw something about this on Facebook. I don't even know what really is going down. But what's going down is, I don't know what's accurate. Someone on my Facebook put A$AP Rocky cheated on Rihanna. That's what my friend put. And all the comments were going in. I was like, what? What I miss? What happened? We talking about a billionaire? Why are we talking about her business? She bought a baby a billionaire before you a billionaire. Millionaire. Any heir. But again, think about this scenario. They look happy. If this is true, I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know. Like I said, I saw like 2 people put it up there. So sources is like, is this true? Is it not? I don't know. I didn't even look it up. Honestly, I haven't heard nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know anything. I don't know. It could be a rumor. It could be a scam, a lie. Who knows? But think about this. Like, she's pregnant. They're out in the open. They're happy. They look amazing. She's billionaire status. Do y'all understand billionaire? I don't know where he's at. I think he's pretty doing good himself. But if it is so that he's out there creeping, or he did once or whatever, and she's pregnant, think about it. This is why I said, wives, we got to talk. Like, let's talk about it. You're not getting along? Like, or things are just not good. Let's talk. Because I think she was saying that they weren't even planning for this baby. And I get, she got her own and this and that. But I'm very big on get married, sis. Like, we got to get married. And I know some people are like, oh, it's just a ring. Listen, if you feel like it's just a title, go to one of our YouTubes. At the beginning of our marriage convo, we talked about marriage is not just a title. It's a big deal. It's very valuable. Some people just don't value marriage the way you should be. My wife and I have space for her. You're so dumb. Get out of here. So billionaires though, right? They go through it too. Wives, ladies, if it's true, how's Rihanna doing? Is it something where she's like, dang, I've been trying to maintain this relationship. Now I got pregnant. We've been kind of going through it. It just happened. Now, bam, it's out there. He got caught. Who knows? Were they not getting along? Were they going through it? Were they, I guess, in her head, fine, but he was not, and he did what he did? Was it a mistake? Was it a temptation? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things to think about when I'm saying what my topic is. You're not getting along with your spouse. What are we doing? How long does it go for? Because honestly, like, I'll be real. When I have the couple I mentioned earlier, after several of months of trying and this and this and that, I finally was like, dude, you're not happy. She's not happy. She's clearly crazy, because she kind of was. You're with someone else. You're happy with someone else. You talk about the someone else and you get excited and happy and smile again like it's a whole nother person, a whole nother man. Maybe it is time to say, okay, what can I do about this besides just still being unhappy? Do I let it keep going on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years? And another thing, listen, some people, and this is what he kept telling me after like months, and you know, when he said when we met, I'm like, you've been dealing with this for how many years? And I asked him, like, what was the reasoning? And honestly, he kept telling me, I always had hope that she was going to change how she, you know, to who she was, who I fell in love with. I always hoped and thought it was going to happen, and 1 week she'll be good, then it goes back to the same. Or a couple of days it was great, but then goes back to the same. She wasn't trying to get no help. And that's the thing. A lot of us are beefing with our spouse, and we're just so hopeful 2, 3, 4 years later that it's going to get good again or go back to it. But you're not doing nothing to solve it. You're not talking. You're not counseling. You're not getting mentored. You're not going to, you know, church meetings for marriage. Like, you're not doing anything. And I know with the family I had, he was trying. He was like, I'm coming to these meetings. He was paying cash, like cash pocket for me hourly. And it was, I was on a hefty fee at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to get back to them days. And he was trying. He would try to somehow plan dates. He would want to work, do this, do that. And after a while, he was like, he just got fed up. Like, you know what? We just not doing it. We're not getting along. She's not. We're not. And he, you know, years later, after hoping and dreaming and praying, this wasn't it. You know, and the crazy thing is, guys, I talked to him actually recently, and he's happily married with the new lady. And the ex is still being crazy with the kids. So it happens. It's real. You know, my biggest thing is, how long does it go for? How do you talk to your spouse? When do you talk to your spouse? And put the ego to the side and really just come to one, like, okay. And one of the biggest things that even we learned through counseling with marriage is understanding your spouse's feelings. One of our pastors, or was it a pastor or counselor? Someone said, I think it was a marriage group we went to. They were like, people, it's not how you feel. It's how your spouse feels. We were like, what? They were like, it's not. You could be like, oh, he's not mad. He's fine. But then the husband is pissed off inside. Like, I can't believe this. I'm so mad at her. You know, and you just like, I'm not mad. I don't think you should be mad. But why are you mad? And then you brush off, you ignore, your spouse's mad feeling because you thought he wasn't mad and because you thought he shouldn't be mad. So we learned at this counseling, it was so good, that is not what I'm feeling. And this is, and typically when me and Brandon would go through a little hiccup, we would ask each other, like, okay, how are you feeling about this? You feel, and there's days I have to tell Brandon, like, Brandon, your wife is not happy with this right now. That's how, like, intentional and literal our church pastor group told us to do it. Like, I am not happy. You upset me. You did this, and that's not good. And Brandon be like, I didn't even think it was like that. I didn't think it was that bad. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not how you don't think it's bad. I think it's bad. And who matters right now? How you told me. And vice versa. You know, I didn't think maybe the way I set a tone was disrespectful or something. He'll be like, that's disrespectful. You kind of getting loud. I'm like, I'm not getting loud. I'm just having a higher tone. A higher pitch. Y'all know how Spanish do? Like, what? He's like, no, you're kind of getting a little bit too out the mouth. I'm letting you know you getting out there. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm sorry. You felt I was getting out the mouth. I'm going to simmer back. So stuff like this is helpful when you're not getting along with your spouse. Like even for us, we're going to have a little chop. Either not tonight because I'm tired. I'm going to go shower. And that's the thing. I don't even want to deal with it right now. And that's a problem. Because even for me, I'm talking to me. I can't keep going on with, I really don't want to deal with it right now. Let me just go take a shower. Go to bed. I got to do some things on the computer anyways. He probably sleeping. And then we go another day. And then the next day, you're doing all these things. You're working and the kids and this. I got surgery tomorrow. All these things. And then now you in pain. Now you taking medication. And then boom. Then there's a game tomorrow night. Oh, we're not going to talk now. Oh, boom. Now it's Saturday. Next thing you know, time flies. A week. You still not talking to each other because, oh, he's tired. I'm tired. We this, we that. Bam. You cold?
Chicken.
Oh, we got some chicken cooking. I'm not eating tonight though. Oh, actually, I gotta eat before 12. I got my surgery. Might eat it. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all for getting on. It's been about the 45-minute, 50-minute ball area. Y'all know I really stick to my time. Oh, it smells good. He did some baked barbecue chicken for tomorrow, but I can't eat it. So I might eat some tonight because I'm not going to be able to eat because my mouth's going to be like messed up. So y'all pray for me for the surgery in the morning. Y'all pray for us. I'm praying for y'all. Any marriages out there that are going through it. Any couples. And even if you don't want to put it up here, like, yo, Jen, it's me. I'm getting irritated. Like she is getting on my nerves. Your girl, get your girl. Message me. Message Brandon. Talk to us. We don't have to report y'all. We don't have to be like, so-and-so called me last week after the session. No, we can talk privately. It's okay, right? And we can all be there for each other. Like, really, the biggest deal that Brandon and I do these lives, which hopefully it starts growing and being, spread out there more, is because we want to really establish a community for marriages. Like, for real. Like, we want to have empowering, uplifting, encouraging community for marriages. Even though my spouse could be irritating me right now, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to not empower other marriages because he's acting like I feel like he's retarded right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that. Because tomorrow we could make up tonight and we could piece it out. And that's my husband. Like, come on, it's your best friend. You'll get eventually things come back, right? But we want to really build this community. We want to uplift others. We want to empower. We want to encourage. And then we want to have a dope get together. I really want to do that. Like, I really want to do a nice weekend get together. Even if it's for 2 nights here in Atlanta. I want to have some dates set up. We have a really good travel plug coming through, so that's gonna be great for the discounts. But I'm debating, and y'all let me know if it should be like a cabin in the mountains, Georgia, or should it be like downtown Georgia to like do more of like activities. And there's like the sip and paints, there's the parks. Like, Georgia's so beautiful. I want to do it in maybe like around August, September, because of the weather. So we want to get something really, really good. Get some couples come in. We want to get a package together, build it up, and just bring everybody together. So listen, guys, thank y'all for hopping on. My ladies' night was amazing. Thank the husbands for getting on. I love y'all. Y'all hope the wives are next to you. And if y'all not getting along right now, you already know what I've been saying. So thank you, guys. Brandon will be on Monday. I don't know what he's talking about. And we'll be back on, I believe, for Wednesday for the marriage talk. So appreciate y'all. Is the music coming back on, babe? And no matter how much your spouse get on your nerves, they still the director of your business. Because I'm still the manager of his, and he's still my manager of mine, even though he get on my damn nerves right now, But it's all good. That's still my partner. Love y'all. Stay safe. Thanks for chiming on.